Second.
Hello everybody, and welcome to my playthrough of Blinx the Time Sweeper for the original Xbox. My name is Xavio, and this is my first ever Let's Play, so I do hope you enjoy. Let's take a quick look at the options. Yeah. No, nothing there needs to be changed, so let's get right into it. Blue one. That box is full. Yes, overwrite it. Saving data. There we go. Cutscene time.
Listam technical name staff. Heim sam lastakis. Heimstak ogens drumatis. Nik elziram factam no listam. Mabsigna listam, believe mana epi vodak. Sigrama heim, magim Blinx. Sabrim napis lankis, versam brutnis listam o verbam vi. Verbamis listam, nidas kras nublink, hengas zo shulastok. Masigna listam, believe mana evi vordak. Nimrat Davis Bengo Sotak. Dandy break ni tantam neta, MB60 ni prat. Listam napsik evi dirgalos, eskimicham na listam ni raskrat. Tantam setden anon ni krat, rak set rosis martik.net. Benny big transkrati, mami break sotak. Grafik of Hamstik News Rastok. Ivan Nate Kimmett back.
Jefu pistaka faktom list neer bidden bingen bisik.
Plastic MBQ bang!
Sterk hamzak.
Pigmerzak, listam Nilus Cross, Kig New Jurassic.
Alright, here we go. Time Sweep begins. So that's pretty much the entire premise of this story. This world is being overrun by time monsters, and it's our job to stop them. And essentially our only job. So, the way... this game's actually really interesting in the way it goes about combat. You know, in Mario, you jump on enemies, and Crash Bandicoot, you spin into enemies. In this game, you shoot trash at them. Definitely one of the more interesting concepts for combat in a video game I've seen. And here we go. First, time control. This is pause. Everything pauses except you. And yeah, by the way, you can only have 3 time controls at once. But yes, you see at the bottom there, we have, I'll move it out of that green light so you can see it. Right underneath the pause, you can see the 3 little dash marks. One of them is lit up, which means we have a single time control. Those basically say how many time controls we can hold. And here's our first opportunity to use one. So you see right over there, underneath that statue, where you see that little sort of one-eyed cat thing? That's known as a cat medal, and there are collectibles in this game. Did not mean to do that. Meant to press this button. Button. And pause. So basically time pauses, and you can move around freely. We've got a secret cat medal. Collect lots of these to unlock cool stuff. Cool stuff. In big quotation marks. Pick that up again. I mean, they're funny, definitely. Don't get me wrong. Definitely amusing, the stuff that you get from this. If you collect all of them, you get the ultimate sweeper in the game. And sweepers are basically the little yellow thing that is on Blinx's back right now. The vacuum time control device. Now, this is our first time monster, and the game's going to tell us about it. Pull right trigger or tap X to shoot trash. Just like that. 2 monsters to go. Now, something that's interesting is before, when we picked up a pause, we picked up 3 of these little crescent moon crystals, and 1 of the little star crystals. The crescent moon crystals are the pause crystals. Now, if we pick up 4 of the same, we get 2 instead of 1. However, as you can imagine, it fills up your time control allotment really quickly. Oh, that didn't work. But yeah, these are... Camera, please cooperate. There we go. Wasn't so hard. But yeah, these little green bouncy guys are probably the simplest enemy in this entire game. They just kind of run at you, and if they get close enough, they'll do a little jump attack. Pretty straightforward. But the enemies do get a little more complicated as we get more into it. And this is the main form of currency in the game. This is gold. It's used to buy upgrades and different aesthetic things and such. Get out of here. Hurry to the gold gate. Yep, that's the gold gate. This I know, game. This I know. And there we go. Time sweep complete. First stage is pretty easy in this game, but it won't stay that way for very long. Yeah, no, I didn't go very fast. I had to explain a few things, but at the end of each one, you get to see how fast you did it, if it's your fastest, what rank you got, treasures found, and exchange bonus. Basically, every piece of trash that you have in your sweeper at the end of a stage goes towards... you get basically paid for picking up trash. And it shows you how much you got. And new stage unlocked. Press start to continue. Now I probably will be skipping those just with the start button. And this is our collection screen. This shows how many cat medals we have and how many we need to get to our next reward. Cool stuff. The next reward that we get, as it were. And this is just how many we need to get the first one. There's a lot more than this many cat medals in the game. So don't worry about that. And this will be a 100% run, although A lot of the cat medals I'll have to go back to get after I get more powerful sweepers and other such things. Well, more powerful and different kinds of sweepers. So here we come to the stage select. So this is the basic layout for each world, or I guess they call them rounds up in the top right corner there. You have 3 stages, a shop, and a boss. Now I think we'll wait to show the shop. Actually, why not? Let's show it right now, considering we just unlocked it. So the shop unlocks after the first stage of each world. And each shop will always have these 3 things at first. Retry, which are basically like lives. This is something I haven't gone over yet, but perfect opportunity. Retries you pick up like other time controls in the world. They're little heart-shaped crystals. Pick up 3 of them and another one to get 1. Pick up 4 retry crystals to get 2 retries. You can buy them here for 200 gold, which becomes very useful later on. Retry holders. This increases the number of retries we can have at any one time. And retries are basically our lives in this game. Everything in this game kills you in 1 hit. But retries will reverse time back to before you got hit, plus a little extra, so you can avoid it. And those are very expensive, 1,000 gold. And time holders basically just increases the number of time controls we can hold. Each shop will always have a selection of sweepers. The first few worlds, it'll just be TS 1000, which is the reason it says out of stock. It's the one we have right now. And the TS 4000 Star, which is a level 2 sweeper, very expensive. And each world typically has 1 or 2 aesthetic pieces of clothing. As you can see, the blue set, which we have, and the red set. But I think I'm going to stick with the blue one because I like the way the blue outfit looks in this game. So let's just make our way to stage 2. Bumping my mic. Good stuff. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but just smacked my hand into my mic. Alright, let's get right into stage 2. Now stage 2 is significantly bigger than stage 1. There are 6 time monsters, and for some reason, any stage that has these like little particle effects, the snow, as you can see, always massively lag out the game at first. And each stage will have a pile of trash at the beginning of it. I'm not going to pick up those, I already have 2 pauses. And look at there. You can spot our first cat medal right next to a button we need to press. So, easiest cat medal ever. Yeah, basically the cat medals come in 3 different varieties. There's, well, 4. There's kind of reddish ones, silver ones, gold ones, which are very hard to find, and blue ones, which typically you need to do some tricky platforming to get. So we got these, I call them bouncers, 2 of them. Apparently 1 off screen I couldn't see. Don't you jump over my trash. And we have our first example of a different kind of time monster here. I call these guys wizards. I don't know what their actual name is, but these guys, the reason I call them wizards is because they can do magic. They can shoot trash out of their staff there, and they just look kind of wizardy. I don't know. These little ball things that these wizards stand on, excuse me, are very valuable. So you want to pick those up and hang on to them. And don't ever forget to pick up gold, because upgrades are a necessity if you want to beat this game. Because this game is because Blinx the Time Sweeper, the first one, is a very, very, very unforgiving experience. Let's see here. We have gold, and here, oh, well, got too close and started collapsing. But yes, this thing will collapse, and maybe a time control can fix this. Huh, wonder what we're going to be picking up now. Hang on, let me just go clear out my time control inventory. just get a bad combo. Almost got it. Yeah, basically if you pick up 3 different kinds of crystals, it's a bad crystal combo. These barrels don't hurt you. There are explosive varieties in later levels that will hurt you. You gotta rewind. So yes, the purple ones are rewinds. Use your rewind to make time go backwards and restore broken objects to the previous state. And we have maxed out our the number of time controls we can hold, unfortunately. So stand on this little thing. Not exactly sure what this is. It seems like a tongue. I don't know. It's weird. Rewind, no matter how long it's been. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. Well, pity cat metal over here, I guess. Press the button. Oh, I really hope I'll be able to pick up 2 retries. I'm going to explain. Retry gives you another chance. Yep. Very simple explanation, I suppose. Hopefully I'll be able to get another rewind, because I only have one. I only had one. But yeah, rewinds are used more often than any other time control in this game. And that's going to collapse as soon as I get near it again, so I'm going to have to come back down here. I hope I get... Alright, so this guy right here, they're kind of like those green bouncer enemies, except these ones, when they notice you, they make a noise, curl up into a ball, and roll at you with spikes out. When they're doing that animation, when they're yes, rewind crystal, almost got it. When they're doing that little rolling animation and they're blinking and all that kind of stuff, they are completely immune to damage. So just watch out for that. And I did manage to get another rewind, so we will be able to actually do this, which is good. Oh, don't forget to press the switch. I'm just gonna grab this to fill up. Open up that door. And yeah, there's a cat battle up there, so definitely want to do this. Rewind, hopefully not mess it up this time. Got a secret cat medal. Oh look, more gold. Perfect. And don't worry about rewinding things like opening a door and things like that. Stuff like that won't be rewound when you use a rewind. The bubble animation for the doors might go off, but nothing apart from that. And there we go, stage 2. And once again, explaining a lot of stuff. But let's just skip ahead and go get ourselves an upgrade at the shop before we end this episode off. Boom, 2 more cat medals. Yeah, so you can see there's different colors, so the silver ones are a little harder to find, typically require a time control to get. The red ones are pretty easy to get, usually they're just hidden behind something or around in a corner of the stage, that kind of thing. And like I said, there are gold ones, which typically take some pretty thorough exploration to try and get, and blue ones, which require a little bit of platforming to try and get. So before we end this off, let's stop at the shop here and grab ourselves a new time holder. Let's see, it says, this lets you control 1 more time control. Your job will be more fun. Yes, this game gets a lot more fun once you start getting the ability to hold more time controls, because then you're able to just mess around a whole lot more with them instead of having to conserve them. But let's pay the 300 gold required, and then there we go. So we learned what this game is all about, learned the story, did the first 2 stages of the first world, stopped by the shop, got an upgrade. So I think we're pretty good for the first episode there. So this has been Let's Play Blinx the Time Sweeper. In the next episode, we'll be finishing up Times Square and moving on to the second world, which is Deja Vu Canals, one of my favorite in the game. But until then, I've been Xavio, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.